Hey, I'm Steve Nelson, and you're watching Weekend Extra, the #1 show for mustaches and independent filmmaking, where we cover everything from DIY special effects to holiday gift guides. It's that time of the year again when our country is at war and all anybody cares about is the worthless crap that they'll be buying or receiving this holiday. So we here at Indy Mogul took a look at the best 5 camera list and the top budget camera list from CNET.com and took requests from you guys, the viewers, to decide which cameras we'll be reviewing today. We'll be reviewing each camera in the category of picture quality, audio capabilities, the easeability, I don't know if that's a word, but the easeability of capturing your footage and putting it onto your computer. And we'll take a look at the value. First, we're going to start with the Canon HV20, which shoots in HD and 24p. It was requested by Eric's Love Child, Three Amigos Productions, and Iris Van Sant Entertainment. Let's see what CNET.com's Will Greenwald has to say about this camera.
It has a manual focus little dial. It's not quite a ring, so it's not as easy as a larger camcorder. And it has both a mic input and an accessory hot shoe.
The image quality is really, really good, and especially with 24p on, it's just a great film look that it has to it. But the low light features aren't really that great. It just has your normal, shotgun mic, microphone input, a headphone jack, and that's about it. Capturing is really easy. You just plug a FireWire into your camera, plug it into your computer like any other mini DV camera. The HV20 costs $850 at B&H. And if you buy it now, I don't know if this is going to change anytime soon, but they'll also throw in a $75 gift card, which would be really great if B&H doubled as a human taxidermist shop. Larry, this is what happens when I let you write the script. No, we discussed this. I gave you a chance, and now I'm going to have to murder you. No, no buts. You say but one more time, I'm going to murder you and your family. Next up, we have the SANYO XACTI, which shoots in HD. Will, how does that make you feel?
Because this is so small, it doesn't have quite as much in the way of manual focus or expandability. It does fortunately have a mic jack. Yeah, this is a mini DIN that you can always get an adapter if you have a larger mic, and I'd strongly recommend that.
Now this camera has some great quality and great depth for a camera so tiny and, not big. Again, the basic headphone microphone input. For capturing, you just drag and drop the files using flashy USB technology. At $680 for this camera, with this microphone input and shoots in HD, you're getting a pretty good package here. The AIPTEK AHD is a cheap solution for all the 12-year-olds who are wise beyond their budget and want to make creative masterpieces that'll change the world. This guy is, nothing that amazing, but it's as cheap as, a gallon of gas in 5 years. And the battery life on this camera is only 35 minutes. When plugged in, you can record for, however long is on your SD card. The picture quality is really good for $135, and if you keep your camera on a tripod, you can make some pretty decent movies. This thing has no microphone input at all, and the onboard mic is pretty bad. Just drag and drop the files with the USB technology. $135. Need I say more? Really? The next camera is the Panasonic VDR310.
This is nice because it has a mic input and it has a cold shoe for mounting accessories. It doesn't have a full manual focus, but it does have a focus switch. So you can sort of set it to manual focus, then just have it focus specifically on your target when you're aiming at it.
This camera shoots extremely vibrant colors with the 3-chip system it has. And I noticed it more than some of the other cameras. The colors really come out a lot. There's a microphone input, but no headphone input. It was not set up at all for, putting the footage into an editing program, which is something you'd expect from a camera. It's extremely difficult. You have to download all these weird codecs and programs and stuff. But I found this webpage that's really easy to, it gives you step-by-step directions on what to do. The features are amazing. But the fact that you can't really edit the footage brings it down a ton. The next camera is the Panasonic PVGS320.
The microphone input is a pretty big issue because usually the built-in mics on this really aren't that good. This sort of camcorder is decent for home movies or if you just want to like throw stuff up on YouTube, but really if you want to do any sort of higher quality production, you need to be able to use your own audio.
The picture quality is a lot better than most cameras in this price range with the 3-chip system and all. But when you shoot in low light, it gets pretty grainy. There's absolutely no room for audio expansion here. Camera, FireWire, computer. At $380, the image quality on this camera is really good, and most cameras at this range don't have a microphone input anyway. Alright, put away the kids. The next camera is for all you working class heroes that have slaved to the man and saved up a little bit of dough. As always, my man Will's going to give you the scoop on this camera, which was requested by forum user 6Gauge. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Panasonic DVX 100B.
It is standard definition. It's a lot faster to edit standard video because your computer doesn't have to process nearly as much information.
Oh yeah.
And it's just generally a bit easier to work with. Though still, it'll look really good.
Yeah.
And if you compare the HD footage you get from one of these cameras to the standard definition you get from one of these, this is going to win out just because better optics, better sensor, you're just going to get better quality footage.
I can't say enough good things about the picture quality of this camera. If you shoot in 24p with the right lighting and do some great color correction, you can really have people thinking that you're shooting on film. And I had one bulb turned on and dimmed basically all the way down in this windowless room, and I could still see everything clearer than my eye on the DVX. So in low light, it's better than my eye. The camera also has 2 XLR inputs and phantom power for these XLR inputs. That's like having a field recording unit in your camera. What more could you ask for? Camera, FireWire, computer. Now this camera is a little bit more than a hobby camera, and unless your parents are, really rich and they pay for everything for you, you're really not going to be able to afford this camera. It's more for people that, are more grown up and have jobs and stuff. It's $2,600. But if you're seriously thinking about becoming a filmmaker, it's well worth the price. Have a good day, everybody. I'm Steve Nelson. Special thanks to Will Greenwald from CNET.com and all the great reviewers from CNET.com. Hope you guys find the right camera, all you viewers, and have a good day.